Everyone, this is Ashley, and today we're going to be going over active voice versus passive voice. So what are active and passive voices? So here's the difference. So an active voice sentence equals actor plus verb plus target. With a passive voice sentence, we have target plus verb plus actor equals the passive voice sentence. So think of them as math formulas. They're sentence structures. So how are active and passive voices used? So here's some examples. The mat was sat on by the cat. The target is the mat, the passive verb was sat, and the actor is the cat. The cat is doing the action on the mat, and the action was sat. Then we have the active voice. The cat sat on the mat. Now that's how you typically write your sentences. We normally use an active voice. So again, the actor is the cat, the verb is sat, and target is the mat. Notice the order. Target, passive, verb, actor. Actor, verb, target. It matches the formula. So what if there's not an actor? This does happen sometimes with passive verb sentences. So it could be the mat was sat on, but we don't know who the subject is. Who was sitting on the mat? So this just means that the actor is unknown. How are active and passive voices used? Okay, so you're going to go ahead and color code them to yourself real quick. So here's again the structures right here for a hint. We have the dog ate out of the bowl. The bowl was eaten out of by the dog, and the baseball team loves smoothies. So go ahead and pause the video and think about which colors match it. Okay, we're going to move on. So the active voices is the dog ate out of the bowl and the baseball team loves smoothies. Notice the subjects are first. And then with the passive voice, the target is first. So the bowl was eaten out of by the dog. The bowl is our target, the dog is our actor, and the baseball team's our actor. And here's a little summary video for you.
For today's grammar lesson, I want to take a look at the difference between the active voice and the passive voice. So for this lesson, I want to look at examples of when we should use the passive voice as well as when we should not use the passive voice. Okay, I wrote up here first, what is active voice? Okay, and my definition there is when the subject does the action. Okay, so this means when a subject does something, right? For example, I wrote here, John loves Amy. Okay, this is our most basic sentence that we learn when we first start learning English. It has a subject, John, the verb loves, and the object, Amy. So in this case, the subject, which is John, does something, does an action. And in this case, John loves. Who does he love? He loves Amy. Okay, and another example, I can play the piano. Okay, same thing. It has a subject, which is I, and I can do something in this case. Okay, so I can play the piano. So this is our most typical sentence, and this is the most common type of sentence spoken in English. Okay, down here, what is passive voice? I wrote here, when the object or the action become the focus. Okay, so remember over here, the focus was on the subject and what the subject is doing. But down here, you'll notice my first example says Amy is loved. Okay, if we go back here, John loves Amy. Amy was the object, and now the object becomes our new subject. And we say that Amy is loved. So there is no real subject because the subject is not doing something. We are only getting an action. In a sense, we are only being told what happened. Okay? Also notice the form. In the passive voice, we typically need some form of be. In this case, we used is. And we also need our verb to be in the past participle. Okay, remember the past participle, for example, we might say eat, ate, eaten. or sleep, slept, slept. Okay, so eaten and slept are both past participle. So we need that one on there. Amy is loved. We need that past participle when we use the passive voice. Okay, and same thing here. The piano can be played. Again, the focus is on the action. That the piano can be played. Okay, and again, notice the form. We've used the past participle verb. Okay, also note too, Amy is loved by John. Okay, we can say that sentence. That's fine. And here, now we have our subject back, but this is a very strange sentence. I would usually not say this sentence. If I heard Amy is loved, it sounds like Amy is loved by everyone, or she's loved by her family, or the people close to her. So again, if I heard that, I wouldn't really know that it was by John. So if I want to know who loves her, it's better to say that John loves Amy.
Okay, I really like this video because it's more of a traditional style that you guys might be used to, with seeing a teacher in front of a whiteboard. So why would I use a passive voice? There are certain times when you would use a passive voice instead of an active voice. And these are the 3 reasons. When the subject is unknown, to sound less personal, and when the subject is not important. So here are some examples. The window is broken, the decision has been made to increase taxes, and the rules were changed. So the window is broken, we don't know who the subject is. So that's why we'd use a passive voice. And to sound less personal, the decision has been made to increase taxes. That's a very bland statement. It's not personal. We don't need to include a subject in that. And when the subject is not important, the rules were changed. It doesn't really matter who changed the rules. It's just the fact the rules were changed. All right, so as a reminder, passive voice is target plus verb plus actor. Active voice is actor plus verb plus target. These are our examples, and these are the 3 times when you use a passive voice. And remember, they're simply just different sentence structures. All right, that's the end of this video. I hope you have a great day.